Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Strategy Bites. I'm Francis Michael from Sky High VIP. Today I'd like to speak to you a little bit about taking control of your finances. How do you take control of your finances? What does it mean by being in control of your finances? It's actually a combination of understanding your financial standing, spending less than you earn, and taking actions to achieve your goals. You owe it to your family, you owe it to yourself. The stress and anxiety that overcomes you when you lose control of your finances is just not worth it. Take it from me. You can be in control of your finances as long as you have the right systems and mindset in place. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Change your mindset. Your mind is a powerful thing, and it controls your life a lot more than you probably realize. Changing your mindset might not be easy, but it can be done. First off, you need to be aware of your current financial standing and accept what is happening. Get ready to allow change to happen and take the necessary actions to remedy the situation. The next tip I have for you is this. Pay attention to your cash flow. Spend less than you earn. This means knowing exactly what you have coming in, which would be your income, and what is going out, which would be your expenses. Not knowing these two numbers can lead to undue stress and anxiety and a lack of control over your money. It's not a good idea to cut everything fun out of your budget. You won't be able to maintain it for the long run. Instead, think of having a spending plan instead of a budget. Break the cycle. Take control. A good way for this, it's actually highlighted in this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. You should read it. A good way would be to set aside 10% of your income purely for savings. Do this first. Then take another 10% for you to indulge. Buy whatever you want. Then take 15% and pay off whatever debts that you may have accumulated over time. And the remaining 65% will be for your basic essentials like rent, utilities, insurance, food, transportation, and stuff. Next off, calculate your net worth. Take a financial selfie. Put together a list of all your assets, investment accounts, savings, real estate, etc. Next, put together a list of all your liabilities, your credit card balances, mortgage balance, line of credit balance, so on and so forth. Now, you might want to make two lists, for business and a personal one. When listing your liabilities, you want to put down the total amount owing, not your monthly payments, as that should be listed under cash flow. Subtract your total liabilities from your total assets to arrive at your net worth. The fourth point I have for you is this. Set and write down your financial goals. What do you want to accomplish? Think big. If you don't set a goal, you're unlikely to achieve it. Commonly, people want to pay off debt, save for the future, set aside funds for a child's education, retire at a certain age, or even take the family out on vacation. This is great, but goals need to be specific, really specific. If retirement savings is your goal, you need to decide at what age you want to retire and exactly how much income per year you want to have. Build a plan to achieve your specific goals and make sure to write it down. Next, what you want to do would be to get out of debt. The biggest and most common barrier in the way of living a free life is debt. As long as you owe money, you never truly own your income, as some of it's already earmarked for the people you owe it to. Debt takes a huge psychological toll on the people who owe money and can even lead to mental stress, issues such as depression, anxiety. Find the exact amount you owe. You need to find this out. Only then you can start having a strategy or implementing a good plan to get rid of your debt. Prioritize to pulverize. Start with your highest rate loans first. Make sure you find out for which loan you're paying the highest interest rates. Get rid of that loan first. Decide how you're going to pay your debt. There are many ways you can do this. Call your creditors and negotiate lower interest rates. Work out a structured payment plan that does not put too much pressure on your daily life and stick to it till you're done. Next off, invest wisely. Are you familiar with what your investment options are? There are pros and cons to each type of investment, not to mention varying levels of risk and opportunity. Take the time to learn the basics so that you can make better investment decisions and understand how those decisions impact your life goals, consult a professional if you feel the need to. Finally, you have to put in place a plan to protect your family. Have you planned for the unexpected? What would be the impact if you were suddenly unable to work? What if you were no longer here at all? Are you going to leave a heavy burden behind, or have you put in place a plan to take care of your loved ones? Who will be the beneficiary of your estate? It's important to look at the impact from potential scenarios to ensure that you've got the coverage in place to protect your family. In conclusion, it's common that people get stressed over money and finances and often put off looking at their financial situation. To be honest, it's not as complicated as one might think. Work with a professional to help simplify your finances and help you take control. I'm Francis Michael from Sky High VIP. Subscribe below, because every week I'll give you fantastic tips and tricks, not just for your business, but also for your daily life. I'll see you in the next one.